Ethan Langford is a man used to winning. CEO of a thriving fintech company in Lagos, he has the money, the power, and the charm. But he wants more, or rather, someone more. And that someone is Naya, his 26-year-old personal assistant with doe eyes and an ambitious streak. They've been having an affair for over 6 months, but now Ethan wants to make it official, in secret. In his glass-walled office, Ethan scrolls through helicopter charter options. He wants the proposal to be cinematic, a surprise ride, champagne in the sky, a sunset over the Lagos lagoon. He finally settles on a luxury heli company, books a private sunset flight, and confirms the Romance Deluxe package, personalized music, a red bouquet, and a custom ring presentation. He lies to his wife, Zara. Investor meeting in Abuja, babe. Back by Friday. She nods without blinking. She's used to his sudden business trips. But Zara isn't clueless. She's observant. And lately, she's noticed Ethan's phone always turned face down, late-night calls ending with quick, it's nothing, and a scent on his shirt that isn't hers. She doesn't confront him. Instead, she logs into her laptop. Zara is no ordinary wife. She co-founded 3 companies before she turned 30, including a boutique aviation company, under her maiden name, Zara Adebayo. She opens the back end of the booking dashboard and sees it, Ethan Langford. Thursday, 5 p.m. Romantic package. 2 guests. She exhales softly, then smiles. Interesting. Zara sits on the edge of her bed that night, laptop open, wine untouched. Her best friend, Tenny, video calls her from Dubai. Still think he's faithful? Tenny asks. Zara doesn't answer immediately. She stares at Ethan's booking confirmation, then quietly says, "He thinks I don't know." That's his mistake. Tenny wants her to confront him immediately, but Zara says no. Let him dig the grave. I'll show up at the burial. She calls her legal team and requests all her aviation assets be routed to a new holding company, one with her as the sole signatory. She then instructs her operations manager at the heli company to switch pilots for Flight LX-52. "I want Kennedy," she says, "and don't ask why." Then she arranges for a 3rd seat on the helicopter, unnamed. When her assistant asks why, Zara replies, "Because drama always needs a front row." Naya is floating. In her world, this isn't just a proposal, it's a fairy tale. She's told her sister that Ethan is leaving Zara. She's even hinted at a baby, though she's not pregnant, yet. But she's clever too. She knows men like Ethan can switch up. So she's kept every voice message, screenshot, and video chat. Her phone gallery is a time bomb. Her roommate warns her, "You sure he's not playing you?" But Naya insists he's serious. "He calls me his piece." In a boutique fitting room, she holds up a silk wine-colored dress. It hugs her curves perfectly. She twirls, imagining the helicopter wind lifting her hair. "I'm going to be Mrs. Langford," she whispers. But in the mirror, her smile flickers. Something about it feels forced. At the heli company HQ, Zara walks in like a ghost. No makeup, no glam. Just a crisp white blouse, jeans, and dark glasses. She signs the waiver quietly. The receptionist doesn't recognize her as the owner, only as Madam Z, a VVIP client. Zara instructs the pilot personally, "When they board, stay silent. Let me speak when I'm ready." Kennedy, the pilot, frowns. "You sure about this, Ma?" Zara nods. "Let him finish his performance. I'll handle the standing ovation." She sits in the back row of the heli, cloaked in silence, heart steady but eyes sharp. She's not here to scream. She's here to end a chapter. The day arrives. Ethan arrives in a black suit, Naya in her wine-red dress. They giggle like teenagers. Ethan blindfolds her. "I want this to be the surprise of your life," he says. They step into the helicopter. The sun paints the sky in golden streaks. The blades spin. The world lifts. Zara is seated silently in the back, hidden in shadows. Her ring glints in the sunlight. She stares at Ethan with a calm fury that only the truly betrayed possess. He kneels in front of Naya mid-air. "Will you?" Zara removes her glasses and says, "You should have practiced that line better, for our vow renewal." Ethan freezes. Naya's scream cuts through the clouds. Cut to black. The rotor's hum is deafening, but not louder than the silence that falls after Zara speaks. Naya blinks in confusion. Ethan turns around slowly. His lips move, but nothing comes out at first. Zara. Zara sits casually, legs crossed, hands clasped. You were saying something about forever, she asks, voice cool as ice. Please, don't let me interrupt. Naya yanks off the blindfold. Her jaw drops. What is this? What the hell is going on? Ethan stammers. This isn't what it looks like. Oh, spare us, Zara cuts in. She taps her phone. Ethan's voice fills the cabin. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Zara doesn't even see me anymore. Naya's eyes widen. You said that to me. I did, Zara says. To both of us. Apparently, he recycles vows like email passwords. Ethan lunges for the phone, but the pilot, Kennedy, holds out a hand. Please sit. We're still in the air, sir. Tension thickens. Ethan starts sweating. Naya starts crying. And Zara. She just watches them both. The helicopter hovers smoothly, but inside, emotions crash like thunder. Ethan tries to regain control. Zara, I can explain. Save it, she says. I already heard the remix version. Naya glares at Ethan. So you're not divorcing her? Of course I was going to. Ethan lies. You just beat me to the punch. Zara smiles. The only thing you've ever punched is reply all on cheating. Naya looks like she might vomit. You lied to both of us. Welcome to his talent, Zara replies. Suddenly, Zara leans forward and whispers, You know what hurts more than betrayal? Neither answers. She finishes, underestimating the one person who helped you build your empire. Ethan realizes, Zara isn't just mad. She's prepared. The helicopter lands on a private helipad near Eco-Atlantic. Zara steps out gracefully. Naya bolts in tears, removing her heels as she runs. Paparazzi, somehow already tipped off, snap photos. A drone buzzes overhead. Ethan chases after Zara. Zara, please, don't do this, he pleads. It was a mistake, a lapse. She stops, turns slowly. Don't insult me. This wasn't a lapse. It was a lifestyle. She opens the door of her waiting G-Wagon and gets in. Ethan tries to follow, but the bodyguard shuts the door in his face. Zara lowers the window and says calmly, You'll hear from my lawyer before dinner. Then the window rolls up. And she's gone. The next day, Ethan walks into a boardroom meeting with swollen eyes and a forced smile. He's hoping to bury the scandal and move forward. But Zara's already seated at the head of the table. Gentlemen, she begins, I believe today's agenda involves leadership restructuring. The CFO blinks. You're not on the board. I am now, she says, holding up documents. I just bought 41% shares through shell entities, funded by your bonuses, dear husband. The board is stunned. She continues, effective immediately, I'm initiating an audit of all company expenditures, including romantic retreats masked as business trips. Ethan tries to object, but she cuts him off. Sit down, Ethan. You're no longer in control here. Ethan gets a call from Zara's lawyer. 2 options. 1. Resign from the company and issue a public apology acknowledging his misconduct. 2. Refuse and watch a curated folder of damning evidence hit the press, audio, photos, receipts. Zara gives him 24 hours. He tries to call Naya for help, but her number is disconnected. He's alone. At 2 a.m., he stares at the apology draft Zara sent him. It's brutal. It outlines his affair, his betrayal, and his professional misconduct. All he has to do is post it on his verified LinkedIn and Instagram pages. At 6 a.m., the post goes live. Caption: I failed my wife. I failed my company. And I failed myself. It goes viral. But behind the scenes, Ethan calls an old PR friend. Tell everyone she blackmailed me, he says. Let's flip the narrative. What Ethan doesn't know is, Zara already recorded that call too. She's still 5 moves ahead. After the apology post goes viral, Ethan expects sympathy. Instead, the internet roasts him. Heli boy got grounded. CEO of Cheating Incorporated. Comments flood in. Memes trend. Ethan tries to fight back. He posts cryptic tweets like, "There are always 2 sides to a story." But Zara ignores him publicly. Her silence becomes his punishment. Behind the scenes, he scrambles to contact Naya. He calls, texts, emails, no reply. Her socials vanish. Her apartment is empty. What he doesn't know. Zara flew her out. Naya had called Zara in tears after the helicopter debacle, apologizing for believing Ethan. Zara, already steps ahead, offered her an out. A relocation package. A full-time job abroad. And a signed NDA in exchange for all recordings, screenshots, and receipts. Naya accepted. Now she's sipping iced lattes in Cape Town, working for Zara's women-led startup initiative. Zara made her disappear, without even touching her. Cornered and humiliated, Ethan goes dirty. He hires a rogue digital investigator to dig up anything on Zara, financial mistakes, cheating rumors, old business partners she might have wronged. Anything to flip the script. The investigator finds nothing, until he tracks Zara's old laptop from her university days. Ethan gains access. Inside, old love letters from her first ex, a man she once invested in who ghosted her. Ethan thinks he's struck gold. He spins the narrative to his PR team. Zara has a history of helping men climb, then claiming victim when they move on. He schedules a private press dinner and tips off a gossip blog. But on the day of the leak, the blog receives a package. Inside, a full transcript of Ethan's shady call with the PR fixer. Receipts of bribes to tabloids. Screenshots of DMs sent to Naya post-scandal. The blog flips. They post the real story. Caption. He tried to flip the script, she wrote the whole play. Ethan's reputation tanks further. Ethan walks into his office Monday morning, already emotionally wrecked. On his desk is a silver tray. On the tray, a steaming cup of his favorite Ethiopian coffee. A white envelope. A handwritten note. You've been served. He opens the envelope. Divorce papers. Already signed by Zara. The letter inside is even colder. I'm not divorcing you because you cheated. I'm divorcing you because you made me forget who I was. He slumps into his chair, broken. Staff walk by, pretending not to notice. But they've seen the memes. They've read the articles. His assistant knocks. Legal wants to schedule an asset evaluation for the divorce settlement. He nods, but says nothing. Outside the building, someone's selling Zara merch. Own your altitude. Zara Langford. It's already trending. Zara disappears. No interviews. No tweets. No statements. Just silence. But her empire grows louder. Her spa brand signs a major deal with a Pan-African hotel chain. Her aviation company is featured in Forbes Africa. And a documentary filmmaker posts a teaser titled, Wife, Boss, Heli Owner, the woman who rewrote power. Ethan, meanwhile, is being frozen out. Investors back out of his ventures. Speaking invites get cancelled. One female founder tweets, I'd rather board a crashing helicopter than work with Ethan Langford. Zara's silence becomes strategy. It makes people talk more, speculate more, admire more. And Ethan? He screams into a void that doesn't echo back. Zara reappears, not on Instagram, not in a talk show, but on stage at the Pan-African Women in Business Conference in Ghana. She walks out in a tailored pink suit, confidence in every step. The crowd goes silent. Her keynote is electric. People asked why I didn't scream, cry, or drag him publicly. Simple, I wanted my dignity louder than my anger. She shares how she rebuilt after betrayal, how she reclaimed her businesses, and how the helicopter moment wasn't rage, it was clarity. Her closing line, I was never just the wife. I was the engine, the wings, and the altitude. Standing ovation. The clip goes viral. Everyone reposts. Netflix reaches out. A book deal follows. Ethan watches it all on a cracked phone, sitting in a dusty co-working space with no job, no wife, and no legacy. Zara. She's just getting started. 6 months pass. The world has moved on, except Ethan. He now lives in a 2-bedroom shortlet in Lekki, pretending it's temporary. But the truth is, he's broke. He checks Instagram one night and nearly drops his phone. Naya is back. Her new handle at Naya-Reborn. She's rebranded. She now runs a mentorship platform for young girls and speaks at schools about spotting red flags. Her bio reads, "Once a lesson, now a leader." She appears in a televised interview and when asked about the scandal, she says calmly, "I confused manipulation for love. But the woman I betrayed taught me more in silence than any man ever could." The interviewer asks, "Do you forgive Ethan?" Naya smiles. "I forgive myself. That's what matters." The internet erupts. Zara reposts the interview with just one word: growth. Ethan tries to claw his way back. He launches a YouTube channel, Resilient CEO, sharing wisdom on leadership, failure, and mental strength. His first video flops. Comments tear him apart. "Sir, you can't lead a paper boat. Give it up. We saw the Heli video. Resilience? You couldn't even survive your own wife." He tries to launch a startup consulting firm. No takers. A tech event invites him to speak, then uninvites him 2 days later due to conflicting values. Women whisper when he enters rooms. Former colleagues ghost him. Brands block him. He finally lands a motivational speaking gig at a rural secondary school. He goes, humbled. Afterward, a student raises her hand and asks, "Are you the helicopter man?" Silence. Even kids remember. Oh. Zara launches a new initiative called Altitude, a mentorship and scholarship program that takes young girls on helicopter rides across Nigeria, teaching them aviation, finance, and self-worth. She unveils the new company chopper, pink gold plating, black leather seats, and her name, Zara Langford, emblazoned on the side. She pilots the first official flight herself. In one of the viral clips, a teenage girl asks, "Do you ever miss him?" Zara chuckles. "I miss the woman I used to be when I tolerated him. But not him. Never him." That line. It trends for weeks. People start printing it on shirts. One rainy evening, Zara returns home from a board meeting. Her assistant hands her an envelope, no postage, hand-delivered. It's from Ethan. Inside, a handwritten letter. "I lost you before I even knew I had you. I confused control for love and silence for submission. Turns out, you were never silent. You were strategizing." He ends it with, "I'll never stop regretting the day I chose to be a man you had to rise above." Zara reads it once. No tears. She tosses it into the fireplace and watches it burn. "Regret," she whispers, "doesn't reverse altitude." Final scene. Zara walks onto a private runway in a fitted white jumpsuit. She's alone, holding her aviator helmet. Behind her, the same helicopter from that infamous day, now redesigned, now hers. She climbs into the pilot's seat. No co-pilot. No Ethan. No drama. Just her. She starts the engine. The blades spin. The sky calls. Voiceover, Zara's voice. "They called it a scandal. I called it a turning point. He proposed in the air to someone else. So I bought the sky." As the helicopter lifts off, the screen fades to black. Text appears. Inspired by true events. Don't just survive betrayal, outfly it.